Good afternoon and welcome to the Monday, May 10th, 2021 Park and Rec Commission meeting. Our meeting today is being conducted both by teleconference and in person. And I will begin by asking each commission member to state their name, beginning on my right.
Laura Evans.
Amy Johnson.
Leroy Floor.
Carissa Bugler.
Bob Skillings.
Chris Warwick.
Dave Christian.
Thank you. First item on our agenda is to approve the agenda. Is there a motion to do so?
I'll move to approve the agenda.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded to approve the agenda. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Next item on our agenda is approval of the minutes from our April 12th, 2021 meeting. Is there a motion to do so?
I'll make a motion to accept the meeting minutes.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded to approve the minutes from our April 12th, 2021 meeting. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Same sign, motion carries. Next item on our agenda is a city council meeting recap. Director Schmitz.
Thank you, Chair Skillings and Commissioners. As normal, there were two city council meetings since our last commission meeting. April 20th saw some mayoral activity with the mayor's resignation and then a vacancy declared and a selection process approved. They also conducted the first reading of the micromobility sharing operations ordinance. They set next year's budget schedule for the 2022 budget. They accepted the donations you recommended they accept. And then they authorized Turner Gymnastics Academy lease at the amount of $4,500 a month. And then they authorized the temporary camping, which is an annual request from the BMX Club for their state race coming up in a few weeks. And finally, they authorized Hermanfest activities, which will take place the Saturday after Labor Day in both Herman Heights and Harmon Parks. Then May 4th, at the regular city council meeting, they received and order filed the annual citywide performance measurement citizen survey. They conducted the second reading and then adopted the micromobility sharing operations ordinance. And finally, they authorized the city manager to enter into a license agreement with Bird Micromobility to bring approximately 50 scooters into New Ulm, we think, this summer. That's it for city council action over the past month.
Thank you, Director Schmitz. I have a question. Was our recommendation for the gymnastics lease 4,500?
No.
Was that our recommendation?
Council went halfway on it. You know, originally it was the 5. We had proposed the 4, so they met them halfway.
Okay. Thank you. Next item on our agenda is old business. And Director Schmitz, is there a renew update?
Yes, there is, and apparently it didn't get copied into the packet. But the renew update is, of course, the recreation center. We're approximately, I think we're about 60% complete. A lot of activity continues to be on schedule. Of course, they're still working in the natatorium, the pool, and the pool basin. Windows are going on the building. Finishes are taking place in different parts of the interior. As you drive by outside, you can see the site prep. Dirt work is taking place. There's going to be an additional paved parking lot. And then, of course, really relatively close to Center Street is a stormwater retention pond to help treat the stormwater on site. So it's moving along expeditiously and on schedule with no major or significant problems or hurdles. And then the only other little renew update would be Herman Heights. I think you will see in tomorrow morning's New Ulm Journal a photo of the landscaping project. A local contractor that got the project is planting the trees and shrubs today and tomorrow. So Herman Heights Renew will be concluding soon with the planting of the trees and shrubs, 255 trees and shrubs up at Herman Heights Park. That's my report on Renew.
Director Schmitz, may I ask a question quick?
Yes.
We had talked last year about potentially having the commission tour some of the Renew locations, those that are done or those that are partially done. And I think we had targeted maybe this spring to revisit. Is that something that we could consider?
Well, certainly, Chair Skillings, Commissioner Bugler, and members, we certainly, I would suggest, conduct a partial system tour this year at an appropriate time. Right now, no one's being allowed in the Recreation Center campus. When it's safe and appropriate, we certainly will be doing a bit of a VIP tour with the City Council, the Park and Recreation Commission, and the Renew Committee, and the media. And I anticipate that taking place, possibly not until early July, when we're, getting real close to being finished. But there will be a tour of the Recreation Center at that point. And so I don't know, that's something we'll keep on the agenda here. Often the commission has done an annual partial system tour in the autumn. I don't know if you'd like to try to do something this summer or wait until the autumn. And certainly we'll want to view the, the development sites, the Renew sites, and some of the non-Renew development sites, including the German Park Outdoor Performing Arts Center, Riverside Park Environmental Learning Center, Splash Pad, and some of these other sites that have seen significant developments over the past few years. So that's something to think about, and, I don't know if you want to take action now or just think about that when we should conduct a tour, partial system tour.
Well, I know, we can do it at Johnson Park anytime. I mean, it's ready. I mean, we're using it.
Mm-hmm. The other thing to consider is we've often in the past done it in conjunction with one of our regular monthly meetings. We try to choose or try to arrange the agenda in a manner that it's a light agenda for a short meeting, and then climb aboard the 15-passenger city van and drive around for at least an hour looking at some sites. I would think also appropriate this year would be some of the next neighborhood park sites. So,
Appropriate to maybe aim for early July? Our meeting in July?
I would think so. I think anything's possible. What I can do is do a little survey with the 9 commissioners to find out. We'd like to try to schedule it when most people are available, most of the commissioners are available. So I will send out a survey email to see what the attendance is going to be in July, August, September. And
Okay.
We'll choose one of those 3 months that has the highest probability of full attendance.
Thank you. Anything further? All right, let's move on to our new business. First item on our new business agenda is donations.
Thank you, Chair Skillings and Commissioners. We have a number of donations offered to the city over the past month through the Park and Recreation Department, including $50 for the German Park Amphitheater from Thomas Campbell, some tree money in memory of David Beck, $60 from Dick and Diane Hesse, Kay and Dave Rath, Jan and Tom McClure, and Marilyn Hesse. And then $10,000 towards a window replacement project at Riverside Park Building from Dwayne and Cleo Bone. And then 2 other programming type donations for the programming materials and supplies at Riverside Park Environmental Learning Center, $500 from each of the Lions Club and the New Ulm Area Sport Fishermen for a total of $1,000 there. So the grand total this past year, $11,110. I recommend you forward this on to the city council for their acceptance.
I'll make a motion to approve the donations as presented.
I'll second that.
Been made and seconded, recommend this to the city council, offer resolution and waive the reading to accept the donations offered to the city park and recreation department. Any further discussion?
One little comment I want to make with the Riverside Park building windows. We're hoping, I mean, staff met, lumberyard, Tom, myself, Ryan Wire, been in contact with Mr. Bone. We know the number's going to be higher, and I'm 99% sure he's willing to foot the difference. We were down and really checked it out, how these historic arch windows are going to look. So we'll probably be back, hopefully within a month, with more donation.
Thank you. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Wasn't that a resolution?
So we need to take roll.
For the city council, it's a resolution.
Okay, that's what I'm thinking.
I
My fault.
think here we can just
Okay.
move the
So all in
recommendation.
favor, say aye.
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 Same sign, motion carries. Next item is recreation center fees.
Thank you, Chair Skillings and Commissioners. You have before you some information in the packet. I think we're all aware of the fact that the new expanded recreation center is scheduled to open in August, possibly Monday, August 2nd. Staff, and we will have additional amenities that have never been offered to the users or the public in the past, an expanded palette of amenities. And so staff is recommending some new fees and even a new age structure, as you see in the packet. Infants continuing to be free up to age 1, and then a category between age 1 and 11, a youth category, and then an adult category, age 12 to 54, and then the senior category, age 55 and over. And you see the timeline there. We recommend that these fees finish out this year of 2021, but also then will not increase January 1st of 22. These fees will continue through 2022 for the recreation center. And so you see in the packet there, the daily admission recommendation from staff is $7 for youth and seniors. Adults at $9, and the an ultimate daily, which includes the fitness classes, at $11. And then we in the past have had a reduced fee for track only. That would be recommended by staff to continue a track only daily admission at $3, which would also coincide with the playground only a daily admission for youth in the indoor playground. And from there on, punch cards are just simply a formula off of the daily admission rate. There's 12 punches in a punch card, and that includes a 25% discount off of 12 daily rates. And then the memberships. We used to only have annual memberships a few years back, but we instituted 3-month memberships, and those have been popular, so we're recommending, staff recommends continuing the option of both 3-month and the annual memberships. Single, double, and then additional people beyond 2. Gym court reservations to adjust upward a bit. And then our party packages also. We do have a mega pass that links the Civic Center to the Recreation Center, and we are not recommending any changes to the Civic Center fees at this time. Our fee philosophy has not changed, and that basically includes user pays to reduce the subsidy provided by the general taxpayer, along with affordability, adjustments for inflation, and consider possibly discounting youth activities rather than adult activities. And regular small increases are favored over few large increases, according to our users. So the schedule would be next after you prepare a recommendation to go to City Council. We'd like to move this on to City Council at their meeting a week from tomorrow, in which the packet goes out later this week.
I've got one question, Director Schmitz. Without going back into all of our other records, with this facility, I realize we're going to offer a lot. Have we always done the adult ages 12 through 54? Because I know that question's going to come up. Where do you figure that an adult is 12 years old? I mean, it's going to come up.
Use the fitness equipment at the age of 12, and you can't use the fitness equipment under the age of 12. That's why we set the fee at the age of.
Okay, I know that
is.
question's going to come up at council. The 12 years old.
Yes, it's a matter of which amenities in the facility are available to certain age groups.
They can also attend fitness classes at the age of 12.
Without accompanied by an adult?
They're going to have, the 12-year-olds are going to have to go through an orientation. So
Okay.
they know how to use the equipment correctly, and once they go through the orientation, they're able to use it without an adult.
Okay. And do you know, off chance with the swimming, if they're able to swim without an adult? Is that
That
at what age?
That age has not been determined. Right now, it's at 6, and that's too young.
Right. But okay, but for
So
sure
that will
12,
be
do you think?
increasing.
Okay, okay,
We're looking at other facilities right now.
okay,
We're thinking possibly 8
okay.
or 10, somewhere in there.
Maybe there should be a different word other than adult. Maybe it should be like regular or something like that.
I just know that one's going to pop at us like, my kid's got to pay the adult. And you know how,
It might
you
confuse
know how
the
we're going to
public,
think
too.
with this. I think we're going to take a slack on that one. And I understand it. I mean, they can use
We could
facilities.
change, we can change the wording, but then you'll have to find a wording for the youth and seniors.
Right.
I think speaking from, I have 3 kids in that age, 12 and 13, and knowing that they can use the equipment and they can swim independently without me, then that's fine. Then they can be called an adult. But if they're going to be called an adult and pay that price, but have to have adult supervision, then I would balk at the price. But if
And
they're
that-
able to use it, then
And that's the reason we came up with it.
right, right.
So possibly the verbiage of regular or some such verbiage might be better. So any questions or comments on these new recreation center rates?
I just have a question. You had said that to recommend the price change for the 2022 season as well, or year, and not to change. But then with the Civic Center pricing, will we have to vote on those prices changing? Will that create a difference with that? You said that ultimate package, or? Okay.
The Civic Center fees for admissions and memberships, we're recommending that they stay at the 2021
Okay.
level through 2022.
Okay.
But you will have to vote on ice fees, dry floor fees, meeting room fees. So the facilities will change,
Okay.
but not the memberships.
Not that membership. Okay. Thank you.
Yes, normally what we do at the Civic Center is also normally what we do at the Recreation Center during normal periods, and that is like a 25-cent, a quarter increase every year or two. And we won't need to do that at the Civic Center in '22.
Okay.
Do we still have a scholarship program?
Yes, we do. Yeah.
For program,
So
for
some of these
programs
fees are
only.
taken care of through that?
Scholarships are for programs only, not memberships.
Okay.
Do we still contract with insurance companies?
Yes. But some of the insurance companies are doing away with those programs. In fact, a lot of them are. There's not a lot of them left. But in contrast, the senior supplements, almost all of them are eligible. Unfortunately, the proactive group, you know, the 18 to 55 or 60, I guess it's 65, are not eligible for a lot of those programs anymore.
Insurance companies are changing that part of their benefit package privately through their insurance. Any other questions?
I just had a comment. I think the cost for walking the track is a little high, especially since the improvements at the field house haven't affected that portion of it. There's no enhanced experience there with the
The,
changes and stuff.
the curtains are,
I honestly think the price should be $1 to rock the track, honestly, but
So our fees there at the track, they have been $2.50. So we're recommending they go up 50
you know,
cents.
I get it. I think it's always
and-
been high.
Sure, and but the changes in the field house include a new floor, an entirely new floor, elimination of that expansion joint, the hockey board expansion joint, and then also replacing the curtains. The green curtains in the past that you couldn't see through that caused conflicts between court users and track users, those are going away. Those will be athletic mesh netting. So court users and track users will be able to see each other and steer away from potential physical conflicts between fast-playing basketball players or soccer players on a court and slower walkers around the track. So it will be an enhanced field house with a new walking surface and safer visibility with the athletic mesh netting replacing the green vinyl curtains.
You know, another comment, I realize we have to do this. We have to set the fee. There's a lot of new luxuries going to be added down there. I'm just curious what kind of citizen response we're going to get when the people, nobody knows. I mean, we have to take a number and go with it.
our fees were determined based on what other similar facilities are charging for admission.
Oh, I understand that. I'm just talking about the general public.
Yes, we did a market survey of similar facilities in our region of the state.
Any further discussion? Do we have a motion to send the fees, to approve the fees and send them on to the city council for their approval?
I'll make a motion.
Okay, is there a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, motion's been made and seconded to recommend to the city council the new recreation center fees that will be through 2022. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Next item on our agenda is the reports from the commissioners and staff. We'll start out with the department activity report.
Chair Skillings and Commissioners, the only addition I may have would be the fact that, the tree and shrub planting is taking place at Herman Heights, and we'll conclude that project. And as we know, we're reviewing the windows, the 9 large windows of the Riverside Park building for replacement. And that the outdoor aquatic facilities are planned to be on schedule with the opening of the splash pad and the 2 wading pools in early June. The program schedule and brochure has kicked out, electronically, digitally. We're not making a print brochure anymore, but the programs are available for registration online. So we're just, and we're hiring summer staff. We've brought on some of our summer staff already.
A motion to receive and or file the department report. would be in order?
A motion.
Okay, is there a second?
I'll second.
Made and seconded to receive and order filed the April 2021 Department Activity Report. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, motion carries. And I'm assuming that was staff report as well?
Yes.
Okay. Is there any commissioner reports?
I've got one item I just want to keep the Park and Rec informed that. I believe Tom's aware of it. Herman Monument, they actually did some core sampling, drilled into the monument base to look what's inside of it, what all our issues are. It was amazing what they found, every brick, stone, whatnot, when they did the walls. But I do believe the building official, when the official report comes in, that Park and Rec Commission will have access to it. I want to make sure that you get to see it. So if you hear that some work was being done, that's what it was on the monument base.
That's some investigatory work where we're just investigating, the composition of the monument. We know the statue at top, the Herman statue is fine, but everything below Herman's feet is degrading and in need of restoration or replacement. So we're continuing that study to figure out when and how to proceed and what sort of funding will be necessary. Major project.
All right, thank you. Any other commissioner reports? All right, the date of our next meeting is June 14th, 2021, here at in the city council chambers at 4 p.m. With no other business before us, the meeting is adjourned. Thank you.